You're listening to the Smart Nonprofit Masterclass. I'm Jose Gomez, founder and CEO of nonprofitwebsites.com and Net Ministry. If you're a leader or founder of a nonprofit who wants to reach more donors, volunteers, members, supporters, and the community that you're serving using the power of the internet, then I'm waiting for you in today's episode. So let's get growing. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Smart Nonprofit Masterclass. Today, we will be discussing planning your nonprofit's mission. Now, in a previous episode, we talked about your vision statement. Basically, it's the statement that describes how you want the world to look if your nonprofit is successful in what it's trying to accomplish. And so today, we're gonna kind of kaleidoscope this a little bit and shift things over to something called the mission. Now, when people are creating their mission and vision statements, many times they get these things a little bit twisted. They don't quite know the difference, or they'll kind of do them in reverse, or they'll combine them in a way that doesn't quite accomplish what we're trying to accomplish. So today we're going to uncover some of that, just kind of go through the process, have a great example of this with a great organization called Save the Children, and we'll kind of go through that a little bit. Okay, so let's talk about that. So the difference between a mission and a vision statement. So the vision statement, again, is it's the vision of what the world's going to look like, or a part of the world or an aspect of something is going to look like once that mission is accomplished, once your organization is successful in what it's doing. But a mission describes how you intend to do that, how you intend to get there, how you intend to see the results and to change the world in the way that matches the vision. So what we're going to do is kind of go through this a little bit. We've got Save the Children's. We're going to start with their vision statement, and I'm going to show you how to extract your mission statement from your vision statement. So the first thing, again, you want to sit down, write a great vision statement. Check out that podcast episode. I think you'll really enjoy it. But we're going to take a look at what Save the Children's vision statement is. So I'm going to read it for you. It's our vision is a world in which every child attains the right to survival, protection, development, and participation. So very, very detailed. There's a lot of stuff you can talk about within that vision statement. It breaks apart nicely into different things, and we're going to talk about how to break that apart and then get into that mission statement. So the first step of designing your mission statement is to examine your vision statement and what you actually want to accomplish. You want to break that down into components that'll help you to see where the work really needs to be done in a very clear way. We aren't looking for flowery words. We aren't looking for cliche concepts. We're trying to design a workable mission that a team of people can accomplish to change the world. So in our example, the vision statement, we see the following individual components. So we see every child attains the right to survival. Every child attains the right to protection. Every child attains the right to development, and every child attains the right to participation. All right, now, our challenge is to determine what your ultimate mission will be to see that vision become a reality. What you do long term to see a world that matches that vision. You want to write down everything that comes to mind. So here's some examples you might write down. Protect children in emergencies. Maybe you'll want to protect children from exploitation. That might be part of your mission. Ensure that children have quality care. Ensure that children succeed in school. Ensure that children make healthy choices. You might want to ensure that children have hope, and maybe that they're literate, or that they experience and express through art. So all of these things help to add to accomplish and see the world in the way that your vision statement defines. And you want to write down every idea without worrying about consolidating them. Write everything down. Think of all kinds of things with your team and break that vision apart. How do we accomplish each of the individual parts of our vision statement? What things can we do? What can we contribute to a mission towards that end? Now, once you've got all of that, we want to consolidate the ideas and kind of simplify your language. So, and this is the challenging part. You got to bring those ideas together into a cohesive, singular mission. You got to ask yourself, what do these ideas have in common? How do they work together to create a unified result? And this is going to take a little bit of time. It's going to take some development with your team, some brainstorming. It's going to take sitting down and really analyzing each thing that you thought about and how to bring them together, how to kind of consolidate them, how to reduce them down to something that you can wrap your head around. So ask yourself these questions. What changes need to take place for these things to happen? Can one of these ideas help accomplish the other? What overall goal encompasses all of these objectives? And is there a common thread? So again, what you're looking for is consolidation. Maybe there's some things that inherently happen when you do one of these things, or maybe there's multiple things that happen and are automatically accomplished with taking an act or going in a direction or taking some sort of action. And here's what Save the Children came up with when they consolidated all their ideas. Their mission is to inspire breakthroughs in the way the world treats children and to achieve immediate and lasting change in their lives. So remember, you aren't trying to list all your ideas in the mission statement. That's not the point. The point isn't to list all the ideas, it's to consolidate them into a common thread. And those ideas are simply objectives and initiatives with that larger mission in mind. Those individual ideas that you have are going to become initiatives, they're going to become projects within that larger mission. So you're trying to consolidate things and you're trying to make it easy to remember. So that larger mission is what you're trying to uncover with those ideas that you're going to brainstorm. All right. Now, when you're consolidating things and creating that mission statement, what you're going to want to do is to use powerful words to express those complex ideas. So whenever you're trying to reduce language, right? Let's say you have a paragraph of information and you're trying to reduce that down to one sentence. What you're doing is you inherently have to find words that kind of cover a number of words, and that's a great way to consolidate things. So instead of using 7 words, there might be 1 or 2 words put together that could say those 7 words worth of stuff, right? So you want to use very important, very intentional, and very powerful words to express those complex thoughts. And that allows us to consolidate our language. So in the example that we talked about, we see that every word is super intentional. Save the Children wants to inspire breakthroughs, and they want to see immediate and lasting results. Those are very powerful statements that give you, they create mind pictures. They help to understand very clearly the kind of impact they want to have. And it makes it so that everything is very intentional. Now, a well thought out mission, your team with that, they can strategize and mobilize to accomplish it. As a leader, the mission will keep you focused when ideas and suggestions are tempting you to kind of veer in different directions. Include your mission statement on everything you do internally. Post it up on the wall as a caption and a picture or a graphic that depicts it. Plan your strategies and goals around the mission and get to work. You want to always compare what you're doing to that mission. Ask yourself, is this a subset of that mission? Is it helping us to move forward towards that mission? And again, remember, we've got our vision, the way we want to see the world, the way we want the world to look. If we're successful, we have our mission, what we need to do to accomplish, what we need to actually accomplish. What's the checkpoint? What is the real direction for us to see the world become what our vision statement is aiming for, is dreaming about. And you want to create that in a way that's language that's powerful, that expresses those complex thoughts and those compound thoughts, but in a way that kind of leaves it open so that all those ideas that you came up with when you were brainstorming can easily be projects underneath it and initiatives that you're working on constantly. Now, as a bonus action, what I'm going to encourage you to do today is type your mission statement in a PowerPoint slide or some sort of a graphics program. Then go to Google Images, find an image that depicts your mission in the very best way possible, and insert that into the background of that slide and print it out. Hang it on your wall, over your desk, wherever you can see it constantly. and let it be a reminder to you of what it is that you're doing, what is going to accomplish that ultimate vision that you have of the world with the problem solved, with the issues addressed, in the way that you feel that your prescription to the problems can create change. So I hope that this has been helpful for those of you that are kind of working on that mission and vision. Make sure that you do go and listen to the vision statement podcast episode. I think you really enjoy that in conjunction with this mission episode. And if you have any questions, always feel free to ask and feel free to explore and comment. Thank you so much. Hey, be sure to not only subscribe to this podcast wherever you're listening to it from. We're also on YouTube as well. We've been posting it there too, so feel free to subscribe to our YouTube channel as well. And always, as always, reach out if you need help. Let us know. We're here to help you. We've worked with thousands of nonprofits over the last 2 decades, and we're always here to serve you. Thank you so much for listening to this podcast episode, and I hope that you have a great day. Thank you for tuning in to today's episode of the Smart Nonprofit Masterclass. I hope that it challenged you in some way and provided you with the tools to effectively communicate your nonprofit's initiatives to the communities you serve. Now, I'd love to get more involved with your nonprofit and help you to increase donors, supporters, and community presence. My team's been doing it for over 2 decades. In fact, we're usually the team nonprofits call on when all the other agencies, service providers, and volunteers fail to provide the results that they're looking for. Sadly, it's usually after they spend way too much money figuring that out. Don't wait that long. We're looking for more nonprofits just like yours to serve and help grow, but we'll never have the chance to do that unless you reach out. So I'd like to point you to a free webinar that doesn't require any sort of email sign up. If you feel that we can help you after watching it, then book a call with me directly and we'll go over the ways we can best help you. Go now to nonprofitwebsites.com/apply. And I'll see you on the other side. Have a great day.